Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I felt a very specific energy coming through, so I'm going to be delivering that message in this reading. With that being said, I do feel that this reading will only connect with a specific group of people, so only take the messages how or if they resonate with you personally. The message coming through today is from a masculine energy to a particular divine feminine. And there's something coming through right away about the eyes, this particular masculine's eyes, and how divine feminine, if you look closely at their eyes, you see revelation of their true inner self. That true self is actually very different from what this masculine tends to present physically on a daily basis in 3D. But when you look into their eyes, you can see that true nature of their soul. I'm getting a very strong message that their true nature is very different from how they are behaving. And I feel that a lot of this has to do with them perhaps seeking validation or approval, either from others or from society generally. In fact, long before you connected with this person in the physical world, they began artificially altering their speech, their behavior, what they talked about, what they remained silent about, their sense of humor. They altered all of these types of things about themselves. I'm hearing distorted, that they distorted many things about themselves because there were aspects of their true self that they felt were weird or abnormal or wouldn't be liked or accepted by others, particularly in a romantic setting. It's been very surprising for them to connect with someone like you, divine feminine, however your connection is occurring in the physical world, because with you, they realize at some level that you are very different from any feminine energy they've ever interacted with. Unlike many feminines that they've tried to impress or interact with in the past, you are not impressed by their distorted version of self. And I'm hearing carefully curated, like this ego-based persona they've created has been intentionally and carefully curated to be able to attract the success, the positive response in romance, to attract the romantic interest that they desire. But all of that has been leaving them very unfulfilled, because while they've been distorting their true self to attract what the ego thinks it desires, their soul has been left feeling empty. I see someone just eating and eating, but never feeling full. And this seems metaphoric because this particular masculine is consuming a lot of material pleasures, or has been consuming a lot of material things, pleasures, accolades, perhaps romantic situations. And yet none of it has been truly satisfying that hunger, which is really a soul hunger for deeper connection. And that is what they've gotten a taste of with you. In fact, I feel that I keep hearing starving, like this person has been starving for light, starving for love, and to the point that they really had lost faith in the existence of real love, of real light. And perhaps they believed that all people were the same, and that if they were feeling unfulfilled, it was really a problem within them, that it was really some kind of emotional issue in themselves. But it wasn't that they themselves had some type of mental or emotional issue. It was that their soul was starving for true companionship, true like-minded souls. Their soul was starving for real, authentic connection, for people who would see them for who they really are and accept and love them. Not for the false ego-based persona they had created, but for who they really are beneath the surface. This is really feeling like it connects with the reading I did yesterday. So for some of you listening, you may have resonated with that reading because we have the Nine of Swords reversed. Once again, that light at the end of the tunnel energy. I feel like this person sees you, Divine Feminine, as a literal angel of some sort, mostly because they can't quite grasp you consciously. They can't quite understand you. I'm hearing blinded by your light. We also have the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands reversed. Now, with the Six of Swords, I'm hearing the word running away. This person may have run away from you because they were blinded by your light, because they were overwhelmed by the newness of what they were feeling for you or the intensity of all of that. But also this person may have been feeling like they were running away their entire life, that in some sense they've always been running from themselves. This may be someone who has moved from place to place a lot, or who has traveled a lot, moved different jobs, or from one relationship to the next. Again, there is that sense of never quite feeling fulfilled. And then at the end of it all, really longing to go home, meaning longing to come back to the core of who they really are. Everything else in this person's life, the adventures that they've had, the connections they've had, it all feels equivalent to them of going on a vacation or a trip. It can be exciting, it can be interesting, but it's all short-lived and never quite feels like their true home. It never feels like a place that they want to settle down in. I wanted to say with because I'm already comparing this metaphor to a person, to the way they feel about your connection, that everyone else they've connected with has been equivalent to going on some kind of briefly exciting vacation. But you are someone that they immediately and instantly identified as being home for them, meaning you share a very similar core frequency here. Now, I do feel with King of Pentacles reversed that in the past, prior to meeting you, this may be someone who was overly fixated on money, status, work, material things. But that seems to be a pattern that connecting with you has actually illuminated to them. I'm hearing they are discovering that there is a way of living and being and doing that is more soul-centered, that is more authentic. Whether they're fully conscious of this or whether it's more unconscious, you've illuminated that truth to them. This has actually made those material things in their life or those shallow connections feel even more unfulfilling than before. That is why even if they've gone back into some of these old patterns or old connections, now they feel completely dull to them. They don't even carry that brief excitement that they used to carry in the past. And that realization that since connecting with you, they can't feel excited about any other connection the way that they used to, that is really pushing them into this state of determination to find a way to be in your life more long term. I'm hearing they're now seeing you as the goal. And it's really taking up so much of their time, energy, and attention that I'm getting the rest of their life matters so much less to them. Like they before may have been extremely focused on their work, material things, money, etc. And now they find that even in the midst of doing those things, all they can really think about is you. These thoughts are almost getting to the point of being obsessive. They can't really be held back any longer, even if, as we channeled earlier, this was someone that may have ran away in the past. This is all bringing them to a tower moment with the Tower card here. But this Tower moment, this moment of soul crisis, is actually bringing them into profound balance, but they're still in process of achieving this balance, because we do have Temperance in the reverse position and also the Ace of Swords upright. So this could be someone who has felt as though their eyes have been opened, that they've received a profound sense of clarity, either about you, about this connection, about wanting to move forward here, but that they're almost not entirely sure what to do with this sense of clarity, because there is still some of this settling of the energy here, this coming into balance taking place. For some of them as well, once again, we've had a lot of Queen of Swords reversed energy coming up in some of these collective readings, representing there may be a somewhat karmic feminine involved here who isn't happy about this masculine being so heavily fixated on you, Divine Feminine, who is feeling threatened in some way. This could be a friend, a family member, an ex, a current relationship. Whoever this person is, they're also coming up as the Queen of Wands reversed. So this is someone who is very strong-willed, but also very wounded in their own energy. They feel threatened somehow by the idea of this masculine focusing on you, Divine Feminine, and moving in this direction. Even though the masculine here is feeling this profound sense of clarity, this particular person may have actually convinced them out of taking certain actions, saying it would be illogical or unrealistic, or just tried to pull on their energy in a way that may have left them feeling a bit confused. That won't necessarily be the case for everyone. You will know if that connects for you. But I will say that that pattern is coming to a close, because with the Seven of Cups reversed, the masculine here is seeing this particular feminine for who they really are. They're seeing their motivations with a greater level of clarity. And this time they aren't going to be convinced away from any action towards you by anyone. The sense of clarity, the sense of pull towards you has become so strong. And they're really shifting into that King of Wands energy. Someone who is making up their own mind, moving forward in a very optimistic way, coming to the conclusion within themselves. It's like they're no longer fighting themselves on the fact that they want you, that they want to be with you, that they want to take action towards you. I'm getting an extremely determined energy from this particular person. So I am going to be reshuffling the cards here and pulling a few final messages about this situation. This has been somewhat of a shorter reading video today. And as I said earlier, I know this might just be connecting with a specific group of people, so only take the messages if they are resonating for you. Yeah, this has the feeling of someone coming home to your arms after a long journey, with journey reversed. Someone seeing you as their home, metaphorically speaking, and wanting to return to that. With the Temple Path card and the Goddess of the Moon upright, I see that you, Divine Feminine, have not allowed this person or situation to pull you out of your power. You've been very intuitively aware of everything that's been going on here, of the connection that exists, of the fact that you're seeing through to the real them, to their real core self. Yet you've been in this very peaceful state of being, not willing to involve yourself with any drama or conflict. You've been really remaining above it all, as we say, in this much higher vibrational state of being. And this is actually catalyzing the masculine's transformation here, because they are almost being vibrationally called up to the higher timeline that you, Divine Feminine, have already aligned with. Your guides want you to know that you are walking on that higher timeline in a very stable and consistent way now, being fueled forward by your own sense of inner strength and confidence. I feel specifically that circumstances over the last few years may have, I'm hearing at times, felt like they were going to break you, but ultimately made you stronger. and really boosted your sense of confidence in yourself. What else can I channel for the beautiful divine feminine listening here? Okay, we have the thinking man. Okay, so I am getting a small message for you as well, that at times you might feel your mind almost trying to lie to you here. I'm not sure why I'm getting this, but you might at times feel like your ego mind is worrying, is overthinking, trying to pull you back into old patterns artificially that are very 3D based. And I feel your guide saying, don't allow your mind to push you into action, into force, into control, into pushing forward prematurely. Wait for that feeling of aligned inspiration to step forward, and then step forward into action. And you will get a lot more leverage out of whatever actions you are taking, because you are utilizing the true power of the universe and taking those aligned steps forward, rather than taking action steps on the basis of anything that the ego mind might be trying to feed you. Now, I know this is going to apply differently for different people, but I'm just getting a very strong message of never taking action, especially in this particular situation when you're feeling anxious or when you're feeling afraid, to trust the process here, even if at times that means being still, even if that means simply focusing on going within yourself. Don't allow anyone or anything to rush you, even your own mind. If this reading is resonating with you, I also recommend my subliminal called The Awakened Divine Feminine. This subliminal is really powerful for helping you to fully magnetize your energy, to manifest your desires as the awakened, healed, divine feminine goddess that you are. This will also help you to stay in your balance, more in that flow state energy that is incredibly powerful for harnessing the power of the universe and manifesting in an effortless way in alignment with that divine feminine essence and energy. This subliminal comes from my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful. This app is now available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account on the app, you get access to over 130 subliminals I've created. You can also create your own custom private playlists as well. Personally, I've been using subliminals for years to manifest my desires, and I've seen more powerful results through using subliminals than through any other manifestation technique that I've ever tried. So I really love sharing my own personal library of them with all of you. And again, the app name is Sound and Soulful. You can search it in the app stores, or you can follow the direct link in the pinned comment and description box under the video. If my energy resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. I am sending you all so much love today. I hope you're having a really beautiful rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting with you again in the next video.